Well, it's time for a new mailbox. The mailbox keeps tipping over, so Clay has to put some mat on it. I separated some plants today. I grabbed the camera. The turkeys were fighting for dominance, and I thought you may be interested in seeing that.
They're fighting for the pecking order.
Yes.
Gunther's 3 years old, and Artie is he's a year old now. And he's feeling froggy. He wants to be the king of the roost. And I don't think Gunther's going to let him right away.
Yeah, they were separated when I walked out there and seemed happy.
Mailbox, we had to put in a new bucket with some concrete in it. And what I've got is a old tire that I cut into the shape of a tulip. It's going to go around the bottom of it. And then that's going to go in the center. We're going to fill the tulip with dirt. And then Ruthie can plant some hostas or some morning glories or marigolds or something around the tire, and then some in the top of the bucket. I drilled holes in the bucket so that it won't stay flooded with water in the top. It'll have a way to drain. So she can put flowers in the top and it'll decorate it.
Every year
I have to do something with the mailbox because somebody wipes it out in the winter, or the snowplow wipes it out, or
something happens.
The kids come down through and play mailbox baseball, which is another thing that they go down through and smash everybody's mailbox with a bat.
Yeah, we haven't had that happen to us, have we?
No,
I forgot about that. I'm laughing because you see them, you're like, oh my, everybody on the street. It's like, oh, come on.
The mayflies are out.
Yeah.
We call them punkies around here, but
they're not bothering me though. You know why?
She sprayed herself with vinegar.
And I smell like salad now. Bugs hate that.
I sprayed myself with that lemon oil and eucalyptus spray, and it worked while I was doing the concreting, but
now they're all around.
Now they're all over me again.
Branch is out here having a snack. It looks like he didn't like that bread, or he liked some of it. He's out here.
But I figured after the mailman came, I would pull the mailbox up, straighten the pole across the road so Ruth could plant flowers around that. Some climbing flowers, roses or something.
And then my sister called me and she got some house plants. She said that the school couldn't do their Mother's Day thing. So she was really excited because she wanted some house plants. So she got a spider plant, a wandering Jew, and an aloe plant. So I guess they couldn't give them to the parents because of the
virus.
The virus, so she ended up getting some house plants, which was really kind of sweet because
they started them for Mother's Day.
Yeah. So they gave them to all the people that the school liked. So that was really nice. And she called me. She'll always send me pictures of her plants, and I'll send her pictures of mine. And that's what we do.
So after that concrete sets up tomorrow morning, I'll take the tractor and wagon and set it in the wagon and take it back across the road.
Hey.
Set it up.
Clay, what did we do with that date palm tree? What did we have to do?
Oh, we had to cut it in half.
It was.
If it survives, I mean, it should have had nice root systems.
I mean, we took that. It's a house plant. We took that. That thing was so hard to cut in half.
Yeah, I'd have to use the Sawzall next time.
So hopefully it'll stay alive. And then I put.
I took the shovel and had to cut it in half, and I had a hard time doing it.
And then I put some of the leaves in that bucket over there, which is usually, we'll put fish in there and stuff, but I threw them in the water dish over there. If you haven't seen.
What'd you do with the citronella candle that's supposed to be on this
The
table?
citronella candle is actually in this pile of junk that I'm still picking up and cleaning. Yeah, I know. This is a pile of junk I'm cleaning, the garden stuff, and one of those piles of junk. So that's over there, dear. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those lanterns yet, these big birds, some dirt stuff, because I was like gardening right here in this little spot, and now it's all leaving. So it's all going.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, grab it.
I'm not going to
I'll
grab it
go
right
get the-
now because I've washed my hands for the 1,000th time today.
All that is in a tin can.
I know. I don't want to get dirty.
I gotta get the lighter to do it.
Because I'm gonna get dinner soon.
No.
I made a corned beef. There's the kitty cat. Hey, there's Sweetie. There's the mommy cat, Charlene, Princess Charlene. What are you doing, dear?
Looking for the candle you said was over here.
It's in there at 10. And look here. See what the dog did? We left the dog alone in the house for 15 minutes. And he had an anxiety. And he tore up our stopper. One time remember the time we came home and we let him loose and he tore up the whole stopper all over? And we thought because he's 3, he might have stopped his anxiety stuff, but nope. So that has to get replaced. So now he's going to do the candle, the citronella candle. Normally I would get that stuff, but man, I have been washing my hands every 20 minutes just because of all the junk I've been doing today. Is that thing working?
Yeah. Got soda all over here.
Uh-oh.
Normally we don't drink soda
No.
because of the sugar. I'm not supposed to have it, but on the way home from Lowe's, I was like, oh my God, I'm dried out. I need a drink.
It was horrible. We were so thirsty and we almost just came home and then we're like, we got to get a drink. So we stopped and got some soda.
Now maybe that citronella will get rid of them
Yeah,
punkies.
that should be out here, definitely.
I don't know what you call them where you're at, but we call them punkies. They're called mayflies, and they're just little. They're not. Some people call them no-see-ums, but you can see these things. Probably see them swarming around me.
And then Clay had to get a bunch of dirt. We had to get cement. We had to get wood.
Well, we got the dirt the other day.
We can go places, but we have to wear a mask. But we really don't want to go anywhere. But sometimes you just have to get some things.
Well, I had to get supplies finish up that building. I thought I was going to be able to put plywood in the car, but it's not. The tailgate isn't 4 foot wide. It's not made for. I think next vehicle I get, it's going to either be a pickup truck or it's going to have I'm going to take a tape measure with me next time I get one. If the sheet of plywood won't fit in it, I ain't getting it.
Yeah, that's true too. Now what I do with my dog food and cat food and all that kind of stuff is I let the animals eat outside during the day. But
Wow, that's citronella candles working all right.
yeah, they're all coming over to me. But once it gets like close to dark, I always bring the food inside. And they don't like me because I don't know if you can see them. They don't like me because I put vinegar on myself. I always do that, and I smell like vinegar all summer long. But I don't get eaten live. Are you having an outer space drink?
Yeah, aluminum foil keeps the bugs out of my drink.
I know it. Oh my goodness.
Let me get that candle a little closer.
Let's see that. Yeah, that'll be good. That should do it. Now my sister grows some plants near her house.
Mosquito plants.
And she said that she has no mosquitoes. She plants a ton of them, but they all go over to the neighbor's house and they're covered, which I feel bad. And now that I'm over here and they're coming to me, I believe that's totally true. Because they're like mobbing me, but they're not biting me because they have the vinegar on, but they're all coming over to me. Can you see that? They're all.
Yeah, they were all over here a minute ago. Now they're all gone.
Yeah, but can you see them around me? But they won't bite me.
We've still got some of those. They're citronella incense sticks.
Oh, the sticks.
Still got some
Like
of those.
a tiki thing?
Oh no, they're just like an incense. They're a stick about that long, and you light them. You stick them in some sand, a can or with sand in it for your tabletop. They work pretty good too. But I found those the other day.
Look at that dog. He's so funny. He's finicky about his food. The cat actually will eat more things than he will. Oh, there goes his water.
He gets wrapped around it. That's why I don't really put it.
Well, I usually put it down a little bit. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. I don't know if she'll come back or not. She's been really good lately. The kittens are all sleeping. We pretty much let them sleep all the time right now. They're too little to come out or do anything.
Well, when they start climbing out of the box, that's when they're coming out.
Yeah, well, which would be like next week.
Yeah, it'd be about 2 more weeks.
Yeah, because they'll be
They
3
don't
to
start
4
climbing
weeks.
out till they're like 3 weeks old,
Yeah.
4 weeks old.
And we desperately need them to help clean up the barn. Charlene got, not that there's any mice in there, but they take away all the moles in our yard. We saw Charlene earlier today. Remember the mole on the ground? She's just
She
like,
caught it. She was playing with it for a while.
yeah, it was just running through the
Then
yard.
when we got almost to the porch, she stopped it.
She just runs through the yard and catches them.
She ate half of it and left the other half for me.
But those moles really do a number on our garden.
She brings them and puts them on the porch for us for gifts.
Yeah, she does.
She's got one over there that I kicked off the porch the other day.
She's got one on the side of the house.
She got one in front of the garage, you know. I had to kick it off to the side. She shared. She ate half of it and then gave the other half to us. Lovely.
But she's having a time. She's running through the yard having a good time. And look at him. He loves being outside. If he wants to go outside, he'll like follow me all over the house. And it's so weird because he really just wants to go outside. He's hoping I'll go outside.
Yeah, you put him on a chain, he'll stay right here all day. Right.
Oh yeah, he likes being out here.
Doesn't care if we're here with him or not.
Yeah, because he's older now. He's getting a little bit better. For a while there, he didn't like it if we weren't
But
right
if you
with
put him
him.
in the backyard, he'll bark for an hour
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to be out there by himself.
But if
He don't
he,
mind being out front by himself
But-
because he knows we're coming in and out this door, I think.
But he also likes it because he gets to see more people and things that come by. If people go to the free boxes that we have up there as we're cleaning out the house, he has a barking fit. Remember that big dog we saw at Lowe's today? Oh my goodness, it was huge and it was growling at people.
It was like a bull mastiff.
Yeah, and he was like, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh. Usually I don't mind dogs. I love dogs. But boy, that guy was scary. He was huge and he was like growling. He was growling at that one guy.
I have to have Lowe's deliver my plywood.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm just gonna have him back in and drop it right in front of the garage.
That'd give you something to do. Not that we don't have enough to do. A lot of people are bored right now. We are not bored.
But when they call, I'm gonna pull the tractor out first,
Yeah.
so I can take the plywood, put it on the wagon, and take it right over to the building. 4 or 5 sheets at a time. Got 12 sheets coming. Two
That-
for the floor and 8 for around the outside of it.
That candle smells good.
Citronella.
Smells really good.
I like the smell of citronella. Probably not good for you, but sure good for me when it keeps the bugs away. Boy, they all pretty much left now.
And my son keeps texting me. He's texting me scripture verses, and then his wife got a new job. My sister got some plants. My exciting life. I'm making masks for my mother.
And I got some things done today.
And he got some things done today. And now the dog is finally taking a drink. I was worried about him because he didn't take a drink for a while.
Boy, it was really nice. It was almost 60 today.
Yeah, it was. It's really nice.
Tomorrow's supposed to be about 45 or 50, I believe.
What was that greenhouse earlier today when you walked in there? What was the temperature?
111. I had to open up the window in the back and open up the front door.
I used to think that a greenhouse, I mean, even though I heard about fans and stuff, I used to just think it was like a glass house. I didn't realize that
No,
it had
you
a
have to vent 'em.
control.
They have to be vented.
And the airflow has to be right, because if it's too hot, it'll kill your plants. If it's too cold, it'll kill your plants. And then you have to kind of know which plants go on the top shelf and which go on the bottom shelf. I mean, it's not like that all the time. It depends on what you're growing. Oh, and he got a new clock.
Yeah, one that tells time right.
Yeah. But that's where that little doggy likes to sit all day. But he is one good watchdog. He's the best watchdog I've ever had. He barks if someone goes to the neighbor's house. He'll go in the house and get all excited. If the cats don't come in, he gets uptight. Look at him, now he's going to take his nap. Look at him, poor baby. He usually sleeps with one of us. He'll either be on Clay's side or my side. But he's a hoot. And then we usually get up early. I got up at 4 this morning, and we're sitting in our chairs, and he went over and jumped and took a nap with you, didn't he? For a little bit, because I was getting the day started.
Yeah, I had to get up in the middle of the night. And it was 1 o'clock, I think, or midnight. Somewhere in there. And when I went and laid back down and jumped up on my side.
Hey, Clay, I got a question for you. Do you want a corned beef sandwich? Just straight corned beef?
Yeah, corned beef, some onion, and a little mustard.
Mustard? How many sandwiches do you want?
One.
What did you eat today?
Small piece of corned beef and a piece of chocolate cake I shouldn't have had.
And a corned beef
And a
for
cup of
supper.
coffee.
Okay, just making sure you have enough to eat today.
Oh, I had plenty.
I know, but I have to make sure his diet is good and he eats good. The chocolate cake was his birthday cake. He's been wanting a piece of cake for a while, so we cheated and had a piece of cake. So I guess with that, he's been working all day. I guess I'll go inside and make us something to eat.
Too late to take a nap,
No, we don't need to take a nap.
but I can sit and watch a little of the news.
Yep, gotta stay up on the news.
Get the soil dried out. I don't really want to leave it there because it's supposed to rain this afternoon, but that's fine.
Well, we've got a lot to do, so if
Well, those are going in my bucket system. When you do the garden bucket system, I'll do a whole video and show you how I do it. And
he's the envy of the neighborhood. People stop
oh
and
my gosh,
people stop and stare and knock on the door and
I
what are
had
you
it on-
doing?
The
and,
first year I did it, I had it here on the front porch.
people offer to pay him to do it for them.
Yeah, it's really simple.
But he'll show you what he does.
It's not hard at all.
But it was quite a spectacle in the beginning.
I have to change some of the buckets because some of the buckets you get, if we were getting the buckets from
Bakeries.
some of the bakeries,
Because you
but
can get them for free, just in case you decide
yeah,
to give
go
it a
back to the
whirl.
bakery and ask where they have any buckets. Some of the buckets are a kind of a rubbery plastic, which are good, and then you got some that are that brittle plastic that snap and crack easy, and once they get one season of sun, they break right apart. So if you want to, it's going to be a little more costly. We're going to use the buckets from Lowe's, which are the rubbery type of bucket, and you can reuse them year after year.
But if it's your first time out and you want to see if you even like
You
it,
might only want to do one row of buckets.
then get them for free at the bakery, and if you love it, then you can invest more into it. My niece told
I
me.
started out with
Yeah.
just one trough, and we've got 4 troughs now.
My niece told me that down where she lived, people were selling that system for $500 in Florida,
Each trough,
which was interesting. I thought, but we
Each-
don't sell anything,
each trough will hold 9 buckets.
so you'll like it when you see. If you go back to our old videos, just type in Popple
Bucket
Backyard
system, just
Popple-
bucket system.
and Popple Backyard Farm. You'll see. But he's gonna be doing some new videos and showing you the update of the things that
I
he's
update
doing.
every year.
Yeah, he'll make it better every year. So
I use a I use a cement mixer to mix my dirt for me, so I'm not raking and shoveling in a wheelbarrow.
But he updates every year, so he'll show you each year it's a little bit better, right? I think.
Yeah. It's a lot easier on my back, too. I'm standing up the whole time I'm doing it. There's no bending. Everything's done on a tabletop.
So if you're 60 and above, you'll love it. Or 60 and below, you'll love it. It doesn't matter. It's ageless.
I recommend it for everybody.
It's ageless.
And you can grow anything you can grow in a garden, you can grow in a bucket.
You can grow houseplants. You can
We've
grow.
Grown,
it's mainly
tomatoes,
for the outside garden, though.
But what's nice about it is you're not rototilling. You're not bending to pull weeds, because your weeds are waist high. You just walk over to the bucket if a weed's coming up, pluck it out, and throw it away. When you're picking tomatoes, you're not bending over to pick tomatoes or cucumbers or anything like that. It's all up in the air. You walk up to it, pick a tomato, it's eye level. You want to put some fertilizer in there, you put it right in the top of the bucket. If you want to keep the weeds down even more, you buy the lids for the buckets, cut a hole in the top of the bucket, let your tomato plant and everything come right up out of the hole. Your cucumbers will come up through the hole and they'll cascade down the side of the bucket.
And what's nice is you can just go outside. There's no weeding. There's nothing, like maybe weed once a year, if that.
I love it.
And it's
cherry tomatoes. I like cherry tomatoes just as a quick snack when I'm out in the garden. I'll pick a couple cherry tomatoes. They're all eye level. You don't have to bend over and search. At the end of the season, all you do is you pick the bucket up, because it has a net cup on the bottom. Pick the bucket up and lay it on its side on the ground. Let it sit all winter that way, dirt and all, right in the bucket.
pretty awesome. Okay, guys. I guess I should go feed ya.
Think you should feed them or me?
Well, I would feed all of you if I had enough food. But I'm going to feed my husband and myself.
My next mess is getting this cage and stuff at the end of the porch.
And my old gardening spot. We got to figure out what to do with some of that junk.
Well, the boards and stuff down the end are going to make bird houses and things like that.
Oh.
Feeders.
Oh. It's like a derby. Derby cars. My son is a derby driver. But that's not his car. That's somebody else's. Okay, guys. With that, like, subscribe, and remember,
big or small, you too can be a backyard farm. Bye-bye.